This week's Michigan Lottery Excellence in Education winner is Jennifer Cole from Traverse City Area Public Schools. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We received a letter from your nominator, and I'd like to read a portion of it. Jen Cole is an amazing individual in the classroom and out, and so deserving of this award. She teaches special education for students who are mildly cognitively impaired in Traverse City. Jen goes above and beyond to make her kids feel safe, welcomed, and loved every single day. I've witnessed firsthand the amount of time and money she puts into her units' lessons to make sure her students learn and experience new skills using real-world applications. An example of Jen's excellent work with her students is a school-wide popcorn business run by her class. Students last year created this business as a class. They were required to learn many new skills, including money counting, making change, taking orders, teamwork, and making popcorn, of course. Students had a business name, they had uniforms, name tags, and paychecks that were used in the hypothetical situations in the classroom to practice life skills. This is just one of the many things extra Jen does in her classroom. Jennifer, when I was reading that letter, what was going through your mind?
I just feel so honored and blessed to be here and to be acknowledged. And it was a great opportunity to do with my students, and we just loved doing it.
Well, I have to say, it's such an incredibly unique way to teach them life skills. How did it come about?
We didn't have anyone from the PTO that wanted to volunteer anymore to run the popcorn business because we have one of the biggest elementary schools in Traverse City, and it was just didn't have enough parents that could come in during their workday to do that. And so just thinking outside of the box, we were thinking of a way that we could get popcorn back in the school because so many of the kids love that. And so I just thought, that would be a great opportunity for my students to be able to have money to count and learn job skills. And, you know, we worked with the PTO and the school and put it together.
It kind of reminds me of, I used to have a hard time in elementary school counting backwards to make change. But when I got it, it was like, wow, what's that like when you see a student do that?
It's just, I feel honored to be a part of it for them and like sharing their joy. It's just, I can't even explain what it feels like because they're so excited. And just to see them get it and that feeling for them and be a part of just sharing that for them. Like, it's just, I don't know. I can't put it in words for them.
Well, tell me what those students mean to you.
They're really important. I mean, they're somebody's kid, and they're, you know, like, I just look at it as my own children, you know, like they're there to learn just like everybody else. And I just love boosting them to their fullest ability and getting them to make those moments where they get to make their achievements.
Now, in addition to teaching students, I also understand that you train other teachers in the district. Tell me about that program.
I don't necessarily train other teachers, but last year we had a new teacher to the program for students with mild cognitive impairments, and she was needing lots of support within the program, and so she was always reaching out to me. And so she would just come over and like, hey, yeah, I'll help you with the curriculum, or I'll help you understand this, or like, we just spend time outside of school, after school. She'd come over, and she ran the middle school program. So I would just, anytime that I can help out another teacher, I do. You know, if there's, even within our building or wherever, you know, like, we all have to stick together.
Being a teacher is difficult, and then on top of that, helping other teachers and going above and beyond with the popcorn sales and stuff. What do you do when you get to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, this is so much?
I don't know. I just, like, I'm always there for other people, and I know they'll be there for me. And I just, you know, like, you have your support. You know, you have your support systems that you can always rely on. And
I always ask the educators, fast forward 15 years, you run into a former student. What do you hope that student says to you about their experience in your classroom?
I don't know, it's different with my kids because, you know, they don't really, I don't know that they really can articulate those things, but I have ran into like in the mall, and my kids are always running up to me and giving me hugs. It's always Mrs. Cole, and, you know, have to explain they can't run away from their family to come give me a hug in the mall, and they can't, you know, walk around with me in the mall. And I always hope that they feel loved and that they feel encouraged and that they feel that I'm rooting for them and that they're, you know, like that I want them to accomplish things. So, and that they're feeling supported.
Tell me why you wanted to be a teacher.
My mom was a teacher, and I enjoyed being in her classroom, and I just have always enjoyed encouraging and supporting the students that kind of struggled and didn't always have that extra support, and it wasn't always easy for them. And so I've just always enjoyed giving that extra little support to them and watching them be able to do it and showing them that they can do it.
Well, thank you for doing that, and thank you for making a difference. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jennifer from Traverse City Area Public Schools receives a $2,000 check from Lottery Commissioner Susanna Shkreli. Excellence in Education Awards sponsored by the Michigan Lottery, providing more than $28 billion to public education since 1972.